Sorry, hold on, guys. First time going live. Settings are okay. I think the audio is up now. Okay, the audio is up now. Okay. Ah, that's about how many minutes gone? Okay, about 6 minutes. All right. So this is the first live session that I'm hosting on this channel, and hopefully we would have many more. Hopefully, we'll have many more. So just let's just go straight into it, right? And for any comments and contribution you want to make, you can always drop it in the chat box. So I can I have to bring that up so I can see it. Where is it? Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so I have this. Let me bring this to so I can see it. All right. Let me just drop a message chat box if it goes. All right, so that's it. Okay, so just as the topic of the live implies, it is a pre-CPI analysis. We know CPI is tomorrow, so we just want to do some market analysis in anticipation for the CPI report and knowing how best to make trade decisions, right, based on that. So hold on, please. I'm trying to also track it while I'm watching it here. Okay, so yes. So first off, what is CPI? Before we can even do a pre-analysis, we need to know why the report is even important, and it's simply consumers price index, right? Consumers price index, excluding foods and energy. Yeah, if I'm right, yes, excluding food and energy, right? So it majorly just measures the difference in price from what it used to be to what it is now, right? Majorly just is a major key indicator for CPI. I say for CPI, for inflation, right? So that's how they measure inflation. If the prices are going up, they know, okay, inflation is coming, and how the consumers react to it, right? And as the CPI always goes up, inflation always tends to follow. Right? So that's one of the things. And when inflation follows, the government also tends to put in some different measures like increasing rates, interest rate, and all those kind of things, right? So it is a major indicator for the US dollar. And the US dollar is like a major currency in the trading space. So we have to know what the major currency is saying to know where the direction of other pairs will be. But for me, I'm mostly bullish. I'm actually mostly bullish for the CPI report. The previous was 0.4%, right? And on Forex Factory, if you check Forex Factory here, right? On Forex Factory, we can see that tomorrow, yeah, it's happening tomorrow. Let us go. Yeah, we can see that the previous, that was the last CPI, was 0.4. The forecast for this time is meant to be 0.3. But if you're looking at the recent price hike in America, right, and it says here that actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. So I'm expecting the actual, when it comes out, to either be 0.4 or higher, but at least higher than this 0.3. I'm not expecting it to be lower. And if that happens, it will be strong signs for USD, because anytime the actual is always more than the forecast, it shows strength in the USD. Now, what does that do? Because in trading, there are three types of analysis. We have the sentimental analysis, the technical analysis, and the fundamental analysis, right? So analyzing the news, government policies, and all of that, market trends, and all of that, those are more or less fundamentals, right? And fundamentals just tend to give directional bias of the market, because once the direction is clear, it is easier to make decisions. But if the direction is not clear, you tend to make wrong decisions. Now, and as you can see with gold, right? So we've gotten the direction, so we have a bias for strong USD, and coming off the back of NFP and all of the way price has been moving, you can see gold has been very bullish, making these higher highs and higher low formations, right? So they got here about 3 weeks ago and started ranging, no any particular movement. Then broke out of this range, broke this low. So we have a shift. We had a shift in market structure. As you can see here, we had a shift in the market structure, right, all the way down. And then what happened next? So last week I was anticipating to actually short gold pre-NFP. I wanted to do a pre-NFP live session too, but I was unable to. I was still dabbling with the settings, just like as I did today, but today was relatively better, right? So yeah, this consolidation, I think I took some trades. It came all the way down, but it came back up to eat me out, right? It was just ranging, no major movement. So based off the analysis we've done, fundamentally wise, it shows strength for the USD. And in gold, you see that USD is on the counter side, right? And what does that mean? When there's strength on the counter, it most likely pulls the price down, right? It changes direction to the downside. If USD were to be base, it will take it up, right? So the fundamentals have to align with the technical, or except you just want to use sentimental bias alone. But fundamentals and technicals have to align, right? So when we have that bias, what will you start looking for? We start looking for shorts, like opportunities to sell in the market, right? Trying to incline ourselves with the bias. So based off this, we ranged off here, then it started selling, and then just about yesterday, between yesterday and today, it was able to break this low in the market, right? And mind you, like we said, there was a structure shift, because from making, from making higher highs and higher lows, as we see here, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, like that. This was a very healthy trend. From making all of this, it got into this, right? And this was a low, then it broke all the way down, then it came back to retest it. Now if it had broken this guy and continued going up, okay, it's maintaining structure, but it's rejecting around this guy here, right? So now when it got here, it started selling. It formed this resistance because it started ranging in between here, so it was just moving sideways, right? Now it has broken out. So let me clear them these things. Where's that erase? Just delete it. Delete it, delete it, delete it, delete it, delete it. Let's do this. Right, so he did all of that. I deleted it. So what we are now anticipating was after price broke this low, and just like I posted in my previous videos, you have to always understand the market structure of the market, like the structure of the market, to make better decisions. So as it broke the low, the next best thing for us to be able to catch in on that sell is after this push, market is always going to breathe, right? So I'm looking for short positions in between this 61 and 76.8 fib levels, and coincidentally that's where our resistance is, right? But in as much as I have this bias, I will still need some candlestick confirmation. So I probably will get the candlestick confirmation between now and before CPI. And one of the things I've noticed about CPI recently, although the last CPI was quite tricky, it has been moving in one direction. So once it's going up, it's going up. Once it's going down, it's going down. That's moving in one direction. Unlike NFP, where it can trigger both buys and sell orders, But CPI always moves in one direction. So if I able to see confirmation to short either at this level or at this level with my bearish candlestick, right, I'm looking to short gold based off that bias. Then we would now see if it will go on to break this low, right, or come all the way down here to make an equal low, break this trend line, right? But whatever it does, we as traders, basically we are analysts. We don't, our biases don't really move the market. We just react to what the market is doing, because it's what the market does that we react to, right? That's just basically it. And aside that, we have I took this trade, which, as you can see, this is a J30 trade. You can see it's very bullish to making the higher highs, higher lows formation, right? Doing all of that. Then we started seeing still some higher highs, higher lows candlestick formation from here. And that's the thing about fib. You have to understand the market structure very well to be able to draw your fib correctly. If not, you would make mistakes, right? As you can see here, you see that this guy went all the way up here, came down. When this guy went up, he didn't go as high as this previous high, and when he came down, he didn't come as low as this previous low. So in real sense, this is still part of this swing move that went all the way high here. So if you were going to be drawing this fib, you should be drawing the fib from this point to this point, not from this point to this point. And the major reason why that is important is because if you drew it wrongly, you would have missed out on the opportunity to take a buy on this 76.8 level, because if you drew it this way, you wouldn't have seen an opportunity here. But drawing it this way, you would have gotten a perfect rejection for an indecision candle, and you get your morning star, right? So that one's on the side. So after we got that, we saw that the next swing move made a new high. So I was able to do this last week. Take this, and as you can see here, we got this candlestick formation, and boom, we got a nice in profit. Now it's left for us to see how far it can go. This is like a 1:3 trade. So we see how far that can go. That was for 0.30. Then for BTC, I mean, this buy also. Remember, we took a sell from BTC. BTC has been buying for the most part, as you see here, making the highs and lows formation. Then it got into this range, right? And that's why the understanding of market structure that's the most important thing, because once you make a mistake in analyzing or having a directional bias, every other thing you do would be wrong. Of course, BTC is bullish. Everybody wants to buy BTC, buy the dip, but then nobody really knows where the dip or how deep it is. Imagine somebody buying here because it is a support level. Of course, they have every right to, right? But it's always good for you to wait for confirmations. But when price came all the way to the support, it just broke it. Next thing we did was I dropped this video in my last YouTube video. This one so I dropped, right? Mark out the previous low, say price came all the way and sold, right? So now for it to keep on selling, it needed to come all the way, and it just did all of this. So this, from this point to this point, is still a swing move to the downside. So when it was coming down, what I was anticipating was this guy to get invalidated if the downtrend should keep on, right? But what happened? This was the previous low. I also dropped a video on my YouTube. You can go back to check the videos. You'd see where I dropped how to take reversal trades coming all the way down and going back up, right? I'm waiting for candlestick confirmation. I won't talk much about that. I have the video back up already. I think I was having a conversation with my friend. Most of my strategy that I use is already online. Everything's online, and I'll still post more, right? So, but just for valuable content, really, right? So that happened, and when price came all the way, he made an equal low with a very bullish rejection. This is also a morning star pattern, a morning star candlestick pattern in profit. So currently we have about 2 trades in profit. Maybe they're also waiting for the volatility from the CPI to boost further. Oh, I've not deleted this thing here. Maybe I also waiting for. We'll wait to find out, but regardless, our trades are up in profits. So that's like what I wanted to cover. But let me know in the chat if